With no small amount of effort, we now have the back panel out and the connector stripped so that it can be used as a template. And to help the computer because it makes my hands look like that. Yeah, okay. It's gonna work. I forgot that filming outside has disadvantages, but that should do fine. I wonder if my tin snips still work. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad. But like, I thought it would be worse. And I still have enough metal left over to try again if I need to. Hey. The project continues to go in strange and unusual directions. I've realized I have watched too many YouTubers who have CNC machines and laser cutters and that sort of thing. I do not have a means of hollowing this panel out easily. So the new plan is I've made a template for the mounting points there. Some of these are not. Some of the holes should be ignored. And then make cuts like across here and here, and basically turn it into two strips with the mounting holes for the radiator on their inner edges. That is going to make me miss out on this guy and this guy, but I actually think it might be more stable than like having a cut here going around in a circle and like a cut here to stagger it or whatever, like one here and here, that side. Yeah, I think this will be a little more stable than that since it'll have these solidly connected. Either way, I think this is probably going to be the loudest water-cooled computer ever made. Let's find out. I have reservations about this idea, but I think it makes the most sense. Maybe. There we go. That's more of the quality that my friends and loved ones would expect of me. Yeah. I wonder if this actually bolts up. Let's find out. That is disgusting, but I mean, it's on there. Heck, it's mounted more securely than the motherboard. I can't get all of the screws to line up. The corners don't, which makes me think that these black marks here should probably be on the inside on this side or something like that. But I mean, again, I can't get it to move in relation to the enclosure, so that's fine. I mean, one could be fooled into thinking this is a genuine attempt at a computer. I mean, that's in there. It's got spinny things and everything. So this thing has the radiator fans, sure. It has the pump somewhere, sure. And it has this guy, which I initially took as being functionless, but I think, yeah, it has a little tiny fan in it for the voltage regulator modules. It has options for having all of those be teed into one fan socket, but I mean, I have a few here, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking I'll do the split option and try to logic my way through which one I should plug into which. I feel like the fans in the radiator should probably be on the CPU, right? Because, I mean, that's what would make the most sense to me, I feel like. I mean, it probably brings them all up and down at a similar rate. I just feel like, no, because like going with like the CPU. Maybe I'll go with just the single, just to take this decision out of it. Okay, I've got the mounting bars in. I didn't realize how much I like the noctual ones. They're just like, the holes are the right size and they just sort of go into place. This was a struggle. These freaking screws here are just like exactly the size where they thread into the bar instead of wanting to thread into the standoffs on the motherboard. So that was this whole thing, but they're on there now. And at the advice of a stranger on the internet, I changed which slots my RAM is in. Look how much force I can put on these screws while threading them, and they still don't thread in. It's like amazing. What problem are these people trying to solve? Okay, it's threaded on there. These hoses, which are right in the way of the power supply shelf, have little joints on them to move, so I think I can get it out of the way. I'm not excited about this part, but it's gonna be fine. Alright, so it's got these little spring-loaded pogo pin guys here that will make contact with just those pads. That's very clever, and I hate it. Alright, ugly cable management aside, I've got the main connector and both CPU connectors in there. I think that's all I need for now. I don't have anything else to frickin' run off this thing. Let's see. Contact. We got fans and monitor. I hear something. Any signs of life at it? Oh. Oh, that's running. That was doing something. I don't have a keyboard or anything attached, it's just a dry run. But that did something. Yeah, that's fucking working. I don't have a install drive attached to it, or a keyboard, or a mouse, but that is detecting the CPU. It's got some temperatures, sure. Anything weird happening? It seems like it's fine. Now that I've actually got some peripherals plugged in, my kit-built mechanical keyboard and my mouse from the bottom of a cardboard box, I'm going to get in here and see if I can adjust some settings. Because that fan curve doesn't seem right to me. It seems like the CPU is a little bit warm. Heard a click, good sign. There we go. Let's see. What can you tell me? First of all, where is it at right now? I don't like it being at 40. Can I adjust any of this? What does that do? I don't know. Can we pick that up a little bit? Oh, it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah. Let's go down a little bit. So I guess the red dot is you are here. Okay. don't really want to mess with the memory, because it should maybe be capable of more than that. But also I don't have an operating system installed yet, so it's going to be hard to tell if it's stable. And they could have lied on the packaging. Anything at once here? I mean, seems fine to me. It hasn't really affected the motherboard temperature yet, or CPU temperature much. The fans are going. It should be fine. Okay. I just realized this doesn't have function keys on it. That could be a problem. But it's working. Let's save that for now. I made the fan curve a little more aggressive, and that's all I really set out to do today. Let me put this thumb drive in. Okay, moving on to the next step. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have chosen Ubuntu as my first choice, but oh, it went blank. Oh. It's doing something. I was gonna say this is just an install disk I have laying around, and it'll work, so might as well throw it in there. I've experimented with Ubuntu a little bit. Oh my god, that was fast. Okay. Yeah, we can... There's nothing on the hard drive right now anyway, so toss it in there. Yeah, sounds good. Sure. Yeah, looks fine. Oh, does it have Wi-Fi built in? Okay. Alright, so I guess it has a Wi-Fi chipset built in that Linux distros can recognize. That's cool. Wasn't expecting that. What could possibly go wrong? Sure. I mean, oh no! It'll delete all my programs, documents, photos, and yeah, there's nothing on there. Go for it. Attack it. Installation is complete. That is very odd. I don't think they intended this to occur, but that's fine. Oh, I must remove the installation medium. I am a giddy goat. Now, it's super easy with this setup. It's just over there. Don't cut yourself, that's the important part. And until I do cable management, that's as far as that shot. Thing. Well, that's probably fine. That looks right. Location services can stay off. You can use software. Okay, thank you. Looks like it's working. Good sign. Sure, let's see. And it's working. Look at that. We have potatoes, people. So this is what installing Steam looks like on Ubuntu. This is how you make people scared enough they're still willing to use Microsoft products. No, there's more updates. Oh no. Is it gonna make me do that again? I think that was just installing a ton of drivers, but we'll see. Okay, so the onboard graphics suck. Without a GPU in it, this is basically like a, I guess you could say like a workstation computer. Pretty similar actually to what came out of it, except, you know, modern. Yeah, this SoC in my MacBook has a better GPU than this thing. I know it's just meant to be like something to tide you over, but AMD being like one of the big forces in making GPUs, I would expect their onboard graphics to be better. Whatever. I don't know if the terrible frame rate is going to come across in the video or not, but it's impressive. It's it doesn't matter. So the motherboard's Wi-Fi chipset requires these antennas with their really irritating screw connectors that I do not have room to install. I've gone with an external Wi-Fi, like thumb drive form factor guy, which is inside this metal cabinet. So it seems like network speeds are not great. I may have to get like a USB hub and run it to the outside, so there's some chance of some signal making it to the computer. Cause yeah, this is taking some time. Alright, so one notable upside is this thing can run 32-bit games, so I can play the original Portal that I've had for ages and haven't been able to play because Apple Silicon can't play 32-bit games for some reason. I mean, it's freaking working. I mean, this isn't like a modern, super demanding title or anything, and yes, I'm having to switch hands back and forth to navigate. But I mean, it's going. So, I mean, project success, I guess. Thank you, Worldwide Environmental Products. And thank you, dear viewer, for watching. Consider liking and subscribing. Have a good evening.